Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Marshall. All over him immediately.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second and long here.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Keeps it on the ground. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, it's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week,
makes the grab in their space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got the 1st down. He's loose. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Wide receiver comes in motion. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Throwing, Underwood. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. At the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the right. All by himself. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Here we go. Ready.
Underwood. Left side is Marshall. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Here's Underwood to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. At the 40. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. And he's putting this defense on alert early.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Caught in the backfield, it's Hooks. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Motion from the back. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. On the move. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Dante Moore throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Tight end now in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing more. They'll run the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll try to blast their way in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Fourth down, more. Touchdown, Ducks! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll move the wide receiver. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's more to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. On the run, it's Davison. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Third and long right here. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Ducks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks it in. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hooks. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moore. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options. A 1st down or a touchdown. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The run inside. It's Marshall. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Owls able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance. Dante Moore rushes on, blasted as he lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down. Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Snags it and he's open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offenses success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Driving forward, it's Hill. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
On the ground, it's Davison. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll move the tight end. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Finds him out of the backfield. They get the stop. It was 4th and 1, and they're still 1 yard away. A turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Hard running there. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. They'll ride the hot hand. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Marshall. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Underwood dumps it to the back. Finds his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Between the hashes, it's Marsh. He's loose down the middle. All the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drop. Snags it, and there's running room. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
when these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Hey, kill it. 8-14 choice. 8-14 choice. Spade Liddy. Spade Liddy.
Here's Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Unloads it left. Got the tight end outside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Marshall. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Right at the line. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Marshall. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It's caught. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Send the tight end in motion. Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Number 22, Celtic kicking away.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They want that clock to run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Moore from the gun on third down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Underwood on the play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
Throwing, Underwood. Right side, it's Marsh. Lots of room to run. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Underwood. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. On the move. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Go!
Play action with Underwood. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Ducks. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the point after is good.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he avoids the sack.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marsh. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Chambers. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.